Welcome to you, my virtual audience. Today, we're in Series 1 of the big series, Living Purposefully into Your Very Own Story. And Series 1 is experiences 1 to 10, and each one of these is about a different aspect of becoming aware. And today, we're in experience 6, and the particular aspect of awareness that we will be present to is of engaging mystery. So today, let us begin with a story. Jane had an interior question: who am I? She gave 4 20-minute time slots a week for 8 weeks to letting the question resonate in her being. Possible trigger sources were the song "How Wonderful Is My Soul" and Psalm 139 of the Christian Scriptures. At the end of the first week, her response to the question, "What was the week like for you?" was, "Like a fairly dark and somewhat peaceful ocean scene with a pale sunrise." And so, on this pale dark ocean with a pale sunrise, I have used as a metaphor for Jane this little swan floating along. Jane added in her story, and there were also killer whales just waiting beneath the surface to devour her. And this image was generated in computer collage. Don't they look fierce? On seeing the computer version, Jane said, "The whales are caricatures," and in a sense said, "They are in your imagination." And by giving prolonged attention to the trigger sources and putting the trigger words such as "I'm not good enough" in the mouths of the whales, Jane had come to a different metaphor at the end of the 8 weeks. It had changed. The killer whales were still there, but weren't there threatening to devour her. And some of her older statements, such as "I'm not good enough," became "all I have to do is show up." So now I'm going to put those interior questions into a few little notes. When any of us has an interior question such as "who am I?", spending quiet and reflective time being present to it will eventually reveal our own inner truth underpinning the question. And this is one way to engage with mystery. The mystery of the wisdom that is within us below our awareness. As well as that, your own inner wisdom, psyche, intuition, nurturing aspect raises a question within you when you are ready to receive what the wisdom is. And so, any time a question arises from within us, we can know that we are ready to integrate new information into our life and living. The important thing is to make a choice for reflective space and time, to take note of and to respond to tingles and clangs. This is one way to enhance inner growth and balance. For example, in the killer whale story. I'm giving you time now for you to be present to your inner and spontaneous response to the question, how do I engage with mystery? And does your own metaphor arise? So I'm going to share with you now my answer to that question at the time that I prepared this input. For me, engaging with mystery involves deep, attentive listening. First of all, it was listening, and then it was attentive, and now it is deep. The second aspect of how I engage with mystery that I note as I look at what is reverent waiting. And in my gathering together how I arrived at that, I had waiting a long time before I had reverent. In the beginning, my waiting was, please, 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 straight away now. But I realised that my wanting doesn't line up with what the mystery of life holds as best for me in readiness and opportunity to integrate. So after I came to reverent waiting, there is a consequence. To receive what is revealed, since it wasn't the response to my stamping my feet. And it was a long, long time before some of those things that were revealed could have the word gracious. Gracious receiving. And the last aspect of how I engage with mystery at this time is after the gracious receiving, it's no good just putting it on the shelf. I need to interiorly stand up and be counted and do it, take notice of, act. And a metaphor arose for me. And the metaphor is munificent, magnificent energy rainbow cake. That's my metaphor. I'm sure no one in the room has the same metaphor, and probably very few metaphors would be repeated, even if you had a few thousand people. So I'm giving some meaning of what these metaphors are. The stirring is the inviting. The different ingredients are my preferences, desires, choices. The energy and action of the stirrer flags for me a caring essence more than my conscious knowing. And I have a little note here about the yeses and nos to invitations that arise from within. It blows my mind that the mystery of life accepts absolutely our answer to an invitation, whether we say yes or whether we say no. If we do say no to one of these inner invitations, the mystery of life will give us other invitations. And we'll get tired before the mystery of life gets tired. I'm moving to another little section about how we engage with mystery. So this is about the way we do it. Okay. So the first way is, if we sit on this around, live our life, don't listen much, kind of know there's something out there, those mountains in the distance, and maybe our attitude fits, take me to the ocean. Well, that's one way of engaging with mystery. To be sitting back there, waiting for it to happen. There's another way. We might listen to them and not quite ignore them, but we sit on the sidelines and don't get involved. So we take notice of inner questions and tingles and clangs, and we do nothing. And there's a third way of engaging with mystery, and that is be right in there, as Jane was in the killer whale story. And so we're going to have, it'll be a different experience, one of the triggers that Jane had. The song, How Wonderful Is My Soul. The words come from Mechtild, who lived in the 12th century. And it's been put to music and sung by Briege O'Hare. And so, here is the song.
How wonderful is my soul, which you, my God, have created. Nothing can truly show its beauty. Nothing can truly set me free, except your love flowing through my being.
The words are beautiful, aren't they? So now I'm going to give you some time to allowing a story of yours where you stayed with an inner question or a tingle or a clang, and inner growth and or balance happened. That is, you gave up one attitude or behaviour, and a new something came to birth in you. Speak and or write as you wish. And so now we come to a summary of what Experience 6 is about. A reality of life is that we are immersed in mystery. By consciously engaging with mystery, we become partners in nurturing our inner growth and balance by making more informed choices. And again, there is a strategy which will help you increase inner awareness in this field. At the end of the day, ask yourself, how did I engage with mystery in my life today? Spend 7 to 10 minutes being present to where mystery impinged more consciously on your life and how you engaged with it. And note any insights that emerge and or how you were nurtured. The next morning, for 1 to 2 minutes, soak in any enlivening sense that lingers after your reflection on engaging with mystery. How has Experience 6 expanded your awareness of how you engage with mystery as it is in your life? And so, Experience 1 was of tingles and clangs. Experience 2 was about realities of selves within my consciousness. Experience 3 was of preference, desire and choice in responding to the unexpected inner and outer invitations to change. Experience 4 was of inner more than impinging on choices. Experience 5 was about mystery revealing elements of inner truth. And here in experience 6, we have noted something of how we have the capacity to choose to engage with mystery. Jane chose to engage with mystery. And when she made the space and the time, something that she wasn't aware of came into consciousness, was integrated into her conscious awareness, just as this reflection is integrated with the reality above the water. Would you like to expand and enrich your awareness yet more? Experiences 7 to 10.